Good morning. Welcome to another market preparation. Today is June 9th. Let's do the market analysis like for the day trading. So if you're interested in day trading, I'm gonna just analyze, what's gonna be the good play for the today. Let's start with the QQQ chart. As you can see, like yesterday we formed an inside bar day for most of the tickers. Okay, so we're gonna just analyze right now. Let's see, which one would be the best to play coming into the day. Okay, so on the QQQ you can see, we made this inside bar day. So this is the previous day high and the previous day low key level, right? And this is the Friday's high and the Friday's low. Okay, on the major indices, what I want to see is like, if we can break above this previous day high, retest, and then I want to see the continuation. Okay, and same thing, if we break below this, previous day low, then I want to see the price come back for the retest and then continuation towards the downside. Okay, so these are the only two scenarios which I'm looking. Okay, if you see on the daily chart, right, this was the support zone I have here. Okay, so now we are coming back, for the retest of this zone. Okay, but if you see here, we made this swing high. Okay, so this was the swing high we made. All right, then we have another, this is the swing low, so this is the higher low. Okay, let me just take this off. Okay, so this is the higher low, right? And then again we are making this higher low, and then this is the swing high we made, so this is another swing high. Okay, so we are still on the higher time frame. On the daily chart we are still in the bullish trend, right? So this was the pullback. Okay, now if we see coming into the day, if we see the price breaks above this previous day high, right, and retest, and if we get like good price action here, then we can see a good continuation towards the upside on the QQQ. Okay, let's go on the SPY. Okay, SPY, same thing, inside bar day, right? This is the Friday's high, this is the Friday's low, and this is the yesterday's high, Monday's high, and Monday's low. Okay, same thing I want to see on the SPY. Price break above this previous day high, retest, and then to continue towards the upside. All right, or price can break below this previous day low, right, retest, and then I want to see the continuation towards the downside. Okay, if price opens up in between, like previous day high and previous day low, what you can do is like you can use either 15-minute opening range break. Okay, so you can wait for the first 15-minute candle to develop. Okay, and then you can see like either the price breaks above or below the 15-minute range. Okay, so on the AMD, okay, on the AMD, as you can see, we also form an inside bar day. So this is the Friday's high, this is the Friday's low. Okay, now this is Monday's high and Monday's low. And in pre-market, like right now, we are seeing AMD is above this previous day high. Okay, so coming into the day, what I want to see, price come back for the retest of this previous day high. Okay, and then I want to see it continue towards the upside. Okay, and as you can see on the daily chart, right, this is the support zone I have here. So this was acting as a resistance. Okay, we see the price came down from this point. We tried to break, we broke above. Now we are coming back for the retest, and this would be the nice retest zone. So now come it's, this is the higher low we are making, so we can continue towards the upside. Okay, let's go on the Tesla. On the Tesla, as you can see here, right, Now this was the major swing low, okay, and this was the major swing high. So we broke above this swing high and we made another swing high, like the higher high here. Okay, now this is the higher low, right? This is the lower high, okay, because this high is lower than this one. Okay, so now we are just making another lower low here, and then most probably we're gonna make another lower high. Okay, we will see. But on Tesla I would be drawing this trend line. Okay, so for price can come above, break this trend line, retest, and then continue towards the upside. Okay, but this is like for the swing, if you're looking for the swing trade, okay, on the daily chart. But I can see here on Tesla, right, this was the support zone. Now we have, because this was the resistance first, because we see a lot of sellers stepped in here and then push the price down. Okay, then the buyers stepped in, they broke this level, so now this resistance has turned into support, right? So now we are breaking, we broke above, we came back down here for the retest, we see nice buyers stepping in again, right? Now we are back in the same zone. Okay, now we are seeing again the buyers are stepping in here. So I have marked this previous day high and the previous day low. Okay, and this is the Friday's high and Friday's low. So if I just go on 1 hour chart, like in the like yesterday we had a nice push towards the upside on Tesla. So now in today coming into the day today, I want to see the price come back for like retest of this previous day high and then move towards the upside. Then I want to see the continuation towards the upside. Okay, if downside, then most probably I want to see the price come break below this previous day low, right, retest, and then move towards the downside. Okay, but as you see, let's see on the 4 hour, right, on the 4 hour we broke this swing we broke this swing point. Okay, so this was a swing low we broke. Okay, now we are even breaking that swing low, right? So we are back in the the bullish trend. Okay, so this is what I'm looking on the Tesla, and I like Tesla. Maybe today it can show us a good price action today. So let's see, we will just react. Okay, like to the price action, we don't predict it where it's gonna go, but these are the theses you can have. Okay, and then once you have the price coming back for your retest, for your entry point, then you can enter the trade, right? So because on Tesla I'm looking at like price can come down, retest, like for the retest, if the price cannot hold this high, then most probably it's gonna go move towards the downside, right, towards the previous day low, because we already took out the liquidity here. Okay, now that's another concept. If you want to know more, then let me know, I'll make another video on that. Okay, but for today, for the Tesla, this is what I'm looking for. If we can hold this previous day high, then it's gonna be nice play for today. Okay, for NVDA, we have the same thesis, right? We made this inside bar day. All right, now this was the resistance point here. Okay, because we see sellers tapped in here and brought the price down. Okay, now we broke above, one time we came back down here, retest, right, for the retest of this. Now resistance turned into support level. Now we are back in the zone, same zone, right? So I want to see strong buyers here, right? But since yesterday we made this inside bar day. Okay, so what I want to see for today's price action here, I want to see NVDA break above this previous day high, yeah, come back for the retest, and then see look for the continuation towards the upside. Okay, or if it comes down, break this previous day low, right, I want to see come back for the retest. If sellers can hold this level, then it's gonna move I'm looking for the downwards continuation. Okay, Now these are the two scenarios. Okay, I don't like if the price opens in between this previous day high and low, so I will be waiting until the price shows me a good reactions at this previous day high and previous day low levels. Okay, let's go on the Palantir. Now on the Palantir we can see, right, we had this such a nice move towards the upside. Okay, and this was because some institutional fund managers, or like they purchase Palantir at this point, and we can see a strong buying pressure here. Okay, and then you can also see like we made these the imbalances, right? If I just draw, so this is the imbalances, right? uh, that the price pushed up so fast that a lot of people didn't get a chance to enter into the trade, right? So this is the order block now we have here. Okay, so like why I have marked this zone, because I wanted to see the price come back in this zone, and then we can see a good buying opportunity again one more time, right? And then you can just target this swing high here. Okay, not for the day trading, but this would be for your swing trading, right? For the day trading, my next target can be like 146.37. Okay, if I just go on 1 hour chart, so as you can see, right, we tapped on the Friday, we tapped into the support zone, right? On Monday we see some a little bit of buyers, not so much, but that's the point. I want to see a strong buying pressure here. So now in today's session, I want to see the Palantir to break above this previous day high, right, and then come back for the retest. And if buyers can hold this level here, I want to see it continue towards the upside, right? So this is my thesis on the Palantir. Let's see what happens if it breaks below this previous day low, like Monday's low, and then if sellers can hold this level, then we can see a good continuation towards the downside. Okay, so this is my thesis on this Palantir. Let's go on the Amazon. So on the Amazon, as you can see, this was the resistance, right? Resistance. Now it's turned into support. So from this point you can see sellers were strong, they pushed the price downwards. We came back for the retest, right? 1 2 3, almost 3-4 times, and then the sellers were so strong they pushed price all the way down. Okay, now the buyers broke this level, right? Now we are coming back for the retest of this level. So I want to see a strong buying pressure here, right? But yesterday you can see we broke below the Friday's low here, okay, on Monday. So in pre-market now, what's happening, as you can see, we broke this Friday's low, right? And then now we are coming back in the zone. Okay, so for Amazon, I'm only interested if price can break above this previous day high, this Monday's high, right? And if price can come back for the retest, and if buyers can hold this level, then we can see a good continuation towards the upside. Okay, if not, then price can just come down. If we break this Monday's low with previous day low, then I'm looking for my next target would be this Tuesday 14th April low. Okay, because we have this small gap here, so price can come back for fill the gap and then move towards the upside. But this is what you can see. Now you just have to wait and watch what the price does, and then you can just take the trade accordingly. So I'm going to take this off, and then I just want to see either one side, like either the previous day high break or the previous day low break on Amazon. Okay, let's go on the Apple here. If I go on the daily chart, right, You can see now this is the resistance right now, like this is the all-time high which we cannot break. Apple did try to like break, one, two, three times, but we rejected, right? So this was a strong rejection yesterday we had on Apple from the all-time high. But now this is also the support zone I have here, right? Because we see some selling pressure here, and then the buyers took over, right? So now the price is coming back in this zone. So I want to see again like a good, buyer stepping in. Okay, so if this is the Monday's low, so now if price breaks below this Monday's low, right, and if it continues towards the downside, let's say this would be my next, target level, and after that this is the swing low level I have on the Apple. Okay, so as you can see here, right, in the pre-market we are below this previous day low. As you can see, we are below this, previous day low here, Monday's low. Now if price can come, break back above this previous day low, and then, come back for the retest, and we see the buyers stepping in again, then we can see again, a nice continuation towards the all-time high, right? So that's the that's what we're gonna watch on the app for the Apple. Let's go on the Google. So on the Google we can see this is the now support zone we have, right? And this was the gap we were trying to fill here, right? The price was trying to fill the gap here. Now we still have little bit of gap left if you just mark this low. So this is like, the price can come back to fill up this gap, or we can just like see a good continuation towards the upside. But if you see here, we are still in the range from the Thursday's June 4th, right? So this was the June 4th candle, right? And if you just mark the high of this candle and the low of this candle, right, you can see we are still in the range. Okay, so now for today I'm gonna just mark this yesterday's low and this yesterday's high. Okay, so previous day high and previous day low. Okay, same thesis I'm gonna have on this one. What I want to see here now, price breaks above this previous day high, retest. If buyers can hold this, then we can see a good continuation towards the upside, right? If we see strong selling pressure here, right, so price can go towards this previous day low, but I want to see like price break below this previous day low, right, retest, and then continue towards the downside. Okay, but I'm more bullish on Google because if you see here, right, so this was the swing high we made. Now this is the swing low. Again we are making this swing high, right? So this can be a lower, the higher low. Okay, the higher low we are making here on the daily chart. So we can see like, Google can move towards the upside. And so for Google you can mark from this body to candle, right, and this is your resistance. So this is your resistance zone because you can see we had a strong selling pressure from here, and this is also all-time high. So watch for the price today like on Google. So if it breaks above this previous day high, we can see a strong continuation towards the upside. Okay, and that's it for today's pre-market prep. And if you guys want to know anything about any other ticker, let me know, so from the next videos I can just like add on the tickers in my pre-market preparation. And yeah, if you have any questions, just comment below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Okay, bye.